Here in problem number 1, what we're trying to do is solve for x, and what's happening with this? Well, first of all, we multiplied our unknown by 8, then we added 6, and that took us up to 14. So let's undo those. Now look at the order that we did these in. First of all, we multiplied by 8, then we added 6. Now what we want to do is we want to undo all this. So since we multiplied by 8, then added 6, let's back this out. So the first thing I think that we should do is to subtract that 6. So I'll say it here. We're going to subtract 6. Now if we do that, it's going to look like this. 8x plus 6 minus 6 equals 14 minus 6, right? Subtract from both sides. Now the 6 minus 6, that's a 0, so that's gone. So I'm just going to write 8x equals 14 minus 6 is 8. And now we've got a multiplication, right? So think about what we did. We multiplied by 8. Then we added 6. Now we're backing it off. We're going to subtract 6 and then back off the multiplication with a division. So we're going to divide by 8. And if we divide by 8, we're going to get x equals, and over here, right, 8 divided by 8 is a 1. So we've got this equation solved. And we could always check it, right? Take the 1, put it up here. 8 times 1 is 8, plus 6 is 14. True statement. In number 2, look what we're doing. Here's our unknown, and look what we did to it. First of all, we multiplied by -7, then we added 5. So let's back it off. Since we multiplied by -7 and added 5, to back it out, we'll subtract 5. So I'm just going to say what it is I'm going to do here. I'm going to subtract 5, look like this, -7x plus 5, now subtract 5, equals 89 minus 5. There's a 0, so we get -7x equals 84. And now you can see we've got a multiplication by -7, so the plan is to divide by -7. You know what? I'll write the whole thing this time. It's going to be -7x over -7 equals 84 over -7. And this will give us, right, over here, -7 divided by -7 is a 1, so that just gives us x equals, and now positive divided by negative is negative, 7 into 84. Well, 7 will go into 8 one time with remainder 1, and then bring down the 4, that's 14. 7 will go into 14 two times, so there we go. X is -12. Now in problem number 3, we've got x's on both sides, so I'm going to choose a side. Now what I could do is I could choose the side that I have more x's on already. I've got 7 over here, only 4 over here. So I could get rid of these by subtracting 4 x's. That's one thing. Or I could just get all the x's on this side because I notice that I've got fewer operations on this side. Over here I've got a multiplication and subtraction. Here it's just got a multiplication. So I could do either one. Now what I'm going to do is I just always hold to the same thing. I'm going to get the x's on the side on which I already have more. That's the left side. I've got more x's on the left than I do on the right. So my plan is to subtract 4x. So let's just do this. I'm going to subtract 4x, and I'm just going to do it. 7x minus 4x is 3x minus 12 equals, and over here if I subtract 4x minus 4x is 0, so I just get a 0 on that side. Now look what we're doing. Here's our variable. We're multiplying by 3 and subtracting 12. We multiply by 3 and then subtract 12. So to undo all this, let's back it out. I'm going to add 12. Now, I'm just going to do this. I'm going to say what I'm going to do, and then I'm just going to do it. So I'm going to add 12. So I'm going to get 3x. Now, -12 plus 12 is 0. That's gone. That's why we did it. Equals 0 plus 12. If I add 12 to that side, I get 12. And now I've got a multiplication. So the plan is to undo that multiplication with a division. We'll divide by 3. So just do it. 3x divided by 3 is x equals 12 divided by 3 is 4. Equation solved. So in number 4 here, you can see that we've got x's on both sides, right? The left side and the right side. So we want to isolate them on one side. So I'm going to choose a side. And as I always do, I like to get the side with more x's already. I've got 8 over here, only 2 over here. I'm going to get rid of these. It's positive 2x, so the plan would be now to subtract 2x. So I'm just going to do this. 8x's minus those 2x's is 6x's. And then plus 39 equals, and then the 2x's minus 2x's, those are gone, this is 0, and we're left with just that negative 15. Now, here's our variable. I'm multiplying by 6 and adding 39. So we'll back out the 39, and then we'll back out the 6. So I'm going to subtract 39. So here's the plan. I'm going to subtract that 39, and doing so will give us 6x. And then, of course, 39 minus 39 is 0. That's gone. That's why we did it. And that is equal to, and then over here, negative 15 minus 39. Negative is 39. Okay, I'm subtracting 39. So I get, you know what? I'm going to write it. I'm going to write this. This is going to be negative 15 minus 39. And this right here is going to give us negative, can you see it? 54. So we've got 6x equals negative 54. Let's divide by that 6, and that will give us x equals, now, negative 54 divided by 6. Negative divided by positive is negative. What is that? So we will get x equals negative, now, 6 into 54, 9 times. And equation number 4 is solved.